Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of Love After Lockup. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what these season numbers, I don't know what these season numbers are doing. Like, seriously, I don't know what episode season we in, but we gonna get into it. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even try?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties that way. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I also want to say hello to the cast of Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Love Life After Lockup, who watch me faithfully and then come out and say that they don't care what I say. Hi, y'all. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey. How y'all doing? Welcome. Sit back, relax, because yes, I'm going to drag you. Anyway, if I had to rate this episode, I would rate this episode a D. Y'all let me know down in the comments section where y'all will rate this episode. But I absolutely rated a D. I think that it's just dragging on. I don't think that there are any stars of this particular season. Nobody who is really, really interesting. And it's unfortunate because some people, this is all the content that they got, and it's just a very this cast is just not interesting to me. Shall we pushing? Like, I'm gonna have to put in some work tonight. Call them D's. This wasn't this horrible, y'all. This was a horrible episode. Thank you so much, Chrissy, for the $4.99 super chat. Looking beautiful, Auntie. Love you and the cousins. Love you too, Chrissy. Thank you so much for the blessing and the support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this just not an interesting cast. And like for all of us who legitimately cover this, we pulling stuff about our just not an interesting cast. But we're gonna get into it. Let me bring these people up. It don't even make a difference what order I go in. Ain't none of them giving up nothing that is interesting. And it's so unfortunate that this is the cast that they have given us. The first couple that I want to talk about is Jade and Chris. As we all know, Jade is living off of Chris's money. Chris, according to Jade, gets $12,000 a month based on his family money, and she is living in it. She gets a phone call from Chris, and they are child. Her sister's on the phone. I mean, in the room, and the sister is, supposed to be unhappy with Chris. but yeah, her sister's living off of the money. She wants to meet Chris's family and doesn't understand why they don't like her. She said that Chris is the prisoner, not her, and that, they have no right to look at her the way that they have been looking at her. And yeah. The next couple the next couple I want to talk about is Savannah. Savannah is trying to um do something. I can't even remember what it's called, but she wants them to open up his case and give him a lesser sentence. They indicated that the board had voted that his sentence should be reduced, that 35 years was too much time. But this has to be signed off by the governor, and the governor declined it. So she goes out to see an attorney, not really for what she said it was for. Basically, it's to find out whether or not this guy is going to tell her she should get married to Jake. And I don't know what this is. For the life of me, I can't understand why a free woman would be so obsessed with dating, or getting married to a prisoner. Y'all let me know downtown what is going on with this. This is stressing me out. No, it's right back out. Is it this one? Excuse me, y'all. It's not that one. Look! Right there. You got. Why can't I get it? Y'all, excuse me. That it's just so irritating to look at. Okay. So she wants to be married to Jake, and Jake is telling her under no circumstances does he want to be married to her. He just doesn't. And I don't know why she's not getting that. When Jake went into the prison system, he was a young dude. He's a grown man now, and he's figured out what he wants to do with his life. So she goes to this lawyer, and she talks to the lawyer about his case. She gives him the facts as she knows it. And he's like, maybe there's something that he's not telling you. I understand that even though he committed this crime, that there was some threats or something that was made. And so she said, yeah, there was some threats, right? So he's trying to tell her, maybe you need to dig a little deeper. The next thing that she asks him is, will it benefit him to be married to her, to which in her opinion makes it appear that he has more stability and that he has something that he can go home to. And so he was like, well, I don't know if it's going to benefit. I don't see it hurting him, you know what I mean? And so of course when she gets out of there, Jake calls on the phone, and she tells Jake that this lawyer, the law has told her that it will benefit him to marry her. And he's like, you're not going to manipulate me into getting married. You're not going to use this into getting what you want to get out of me. And so, he's not stupid. I mean, he's in prison, but he ain't dumb. And she was talking about, all of the accomplishments that he's made while being in a prison system. He's gotten his associate degree, and he's taken up some other classes and all of that. But if anything, that made him wiser about women like Savannah. And she, wants to know why his family don't fuck with her. So, he was like, well, I give you the phone number to one of my friends, and maybe they can, hook something up, do something for you or whatever. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, what is the fascination or the benefit that she sees to marrying him? I don't know if she wants to put a life insurance policy out on him or what it is, but it has to be something that she believes she's going to benefit from. And I'm sitting here in my mind thinking, okay, what is it? Y'all let me know downtown in the comments section what y'all think, her real motive is for every time she talks to him, she wants to be married to him. He's not stupid. He's just incarcerated. What he did was stupid, but he did it when he was young. And now, he has to pay the piper, for what he's done. I don't get it. This is the worst, worst, worst. Same thing with LaTisha. It's amazing how, it's like, I don't care what people think, but I want to clear the record. You cannot have it both ways to say the two things can't be right at the same time. Either you going to live with the story that you gave us or shut the fuck up. LaTisha and Raneka want people to believe that this is edited and all that. They want us to forget about what we're seeing and what they're presenting to us. And then when somebody dig this up, all of a sudden they want us to believe what they saying when you got a long ass criminal record. Who believes what you say? You gaslighting the out of people. And there are some people who will kiss your ass and listen to what you got to say and believe it and try to put it out there. I'm going to help you. And they did get, bitch. She goes out to see a lawyer. She's at the house that everybody is saying is foreclosed, the house that she says that was a rent to own. She put $40,000 down on a rent to own house. Your name ain't on shit. I'm sitting here thinking, did I learn this in real estate class? Did I miss this section of the book in the test, bitch? Maybe it's me or maybe it's Maybelline, but I'm telling you, I just was like, this doesn't add up. It's not what I learned. I'm sorry. Get your facts straight. How in the fuck you gonna get first? There's allegations that you're getting evicted out of the building where your office was, where you told the girls that your husband was going to work for the company. And then you said, I'm a backpedal and pussy pop off of this. And I'm going to say that was a joke. Me and Deanna, or whatever the girl name is, talked about this years ago, but you bring it out here as content. And then when somebody says something about it and drag your ass, then you want to clear it up. Now they say you not only getting evicted out of your office building, but you losing your fucking home. The math isn't mathing. It's not mathing at all. You ain't got to put but 3% down. 40,000 is not 3% of what I said, bitch. So she goes and see this lawyer. She's packing. She said that they tell her she got to dress like a nun. So we see her in the closet. The phone rings. She runs across the room. She gets her, telephone. And she's trying to tell him what's going on. And he's talking over her the whole time. She tells them that the lawyer said that they need to get a prenup agreement in place, a postnup, because she's already married him. So she has to get a postnup. And she said, this will benefit us in the business. Well, he ain't dumb either. So Keith is like, if you put it out there that we are not going to work, then we not going to work. So she's trying to explain to him, what the lawyer said and the benefit of having a postnup until he backed her up against the wall and said, I ain't going for it. I'm not having it. My concern, I don't give a fuck about no lawyer. Of course he doesn't care anything about a lawyer. He's in jail. You don't either. You don't care. Why would he care about what a lawyer said when you doing the opposite of what the lawyer said? He backed her ass up off that prenup, and guess what she did? Went along with the program. Went down there to see him in the prison. She calls from the road. She's got this cheap ass outfit on. Her breasts are spilling out of her bra. I was like, boo, boo. You got to go up a cop. You got to go up a cop. If your stuff is spilling out like that, and the shirt was tight, and she was like, I got to wear tight pants. Her shoes was too big. They was gapping in the back. I was like, come on, LaTisha. Or LaTisha, or whatever your name is. I can hardly hear what's coming out of your mouth because I'm looking at all of the stuff that's coming out your bra. Like, sis, why are your shoes too big? I wanted her to walk in them so I could see if they was going to flip off of her. And I just was like, girl, you just not together. And she's a nice looking girl. She's not ugly, but young. Got a nice body. Just need to go up a cup. Go up a cup. Instead of the double D's, do like a F. But something's wrong with her. I'm not getting it. I don't know what it is. She's one of those kind of people that got a reason for everything she do. But it's like one of those type of people, you have a conversation with and you walk away from the conversation, you be like, what the fuck? Have y'all ever had a conversation? Like, we just talking like old friends. Have y'all ever had a conversation with somebody and you just walk away and you be like, what the fuck? That's how I feel after she says something. Because I'm like, it's like it's a screen, bitch. Like, you think you looking in, but really it's a screen there. Keith basically talked her out of that postnup. She wasted her time. He wasn't really her attorney because she had to meet him. So I just was like, okay, it is what it is. This is the worst cast. Then we got Raneka. Raneka goes over to see her sister Sharkola, right? She's getting ready to go to Atlanta. And she goes over to see Sharkola. They talk about what happened, with her putting them out and everything. And she was saying, they was criticizing her about, going to get the deed. Sharkola apologized. She said that, she was indeed drunk. And, she said a lot but she was trying to express herself. And that's why the old saying is a drunkard man speaks a sober mind. So everything Sharkola had been wanting to say, she needed that liquid courage in order to get it out. And so the two of them reconcile with one another. And then she leaves, and then Sharkola says, but you really are chasing the D. And so, of course, she's getting her two girls together. And when I looked at the daughter, my mouth was on the floor because the daughter's breast was so exposed. And she's so young. She looked just like her mother. She's shaped like her mother. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, this little girl is too exposed to be around Asante. Dead ass. I ain't gonna judge nobody for how they allow their children to dress, how they raise their children. I have a daughter myself. She don't have her out there like that. Thank you, God. Because when she was talking to the cameraman, it was zipped up. And then when we saw her talking to the grandmother, they was all the way out. And I just was like, oh my God, baby, you got the rest of your life to dress like that. The other daughter was very well covered up and everything, but the little one, I was like, I hate talking about people's kids. But for me, I'm just like, baby, you got years to do that. And you do not have to expose yourself like that. And I know you think it's cute. I know you think it's sexy. I know that, pulling that zipper down, one zip too many, it brings the boys to the yard and attention that you are probably not going to want. And that is something we got to teach our girls. And I'm not saying that Raneka is failing at being a mother or anything like that. Like, I'm not saying that. Don't take that back to her and say that I said that. I'm just saying we got to teach our girls that you don't have to expose your body in order to be sexy, in order to be to attract people. But sometimes when we dress a certain way, me included, we attract attention that we don't want nor do we need. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, do I talk about this? Raneka doesn't know him. She don't know him. And when I looked at, her having a conversation with her mother, and her mother was like, just leave the kids. And I was like, that's a real mother. The thing about it is what we are seeing, here's what my observation and my opinion. What we are seeing from the family, to me, in my opinion, appears to be genuine. Everybody is concerned about the kids. Raneka believes that this is what's best for her children, is for her to pick them up, uproot them from everything that they know. Like the young daughter said, I'm going to miss my friends. She's going to miss her friends, her environment, the sanctity of her grandmother's house. She's going to miss all of that. And now she's walking into territory that is unknown. These girls are going back to school. When I looked at what was going on with Raneka and the amount of things that she had, I said, this is some bullshit, because there's no way that three women are going to be able to put all of this into one suitcase. The daughters had backpacks. Where was the luggage? I didn't see luggage going in. I didn't see luggage coming out. Where is the fucking luggage that three women? I know how much and how big my luggage is. When I stayed at the hotel and did a staycation for 3 fucking days, I had 2 big ass bags of luggage, and I was only staying 3 to 4 days. So when I saw the one Raneka get the one suitcase out and they was dragging the one suitcase in and the girls had the backpacks, I said, bitch, this is a whole ass lie. There's no way that she has any intention of being in Atlanta. I guarantee you that right now her ass is probably in Kentucky. Even when the girlfriend was like, I've been trying to get you down here for a long time. The apartment that she went in looked like an Airbnb. And I was like, okay, this is for the television, because there's no way in the world 3 women are going to have one piece of luggage. Ain't no way. Now with all the shoe, just with our hair care, okay? Just with our hair care and our makeup. I had a whole piece of luggage. And I ain't talking about a carry-on, bitch. I'm talking about a whole piece of luggage that was just essentials. Lotions, makeup, skincare, foot care, nail care, accessories, like that. One piece of her luggage just for that. Then a bigger piece of luggage with the shoe rack under the, like 3-4 days. Bitch, my suitcase just about came up to my luggage. I mean, to my waist. So I know that this is only for television. This I don't know if Asonta, and I'm just saying this, y'all notice I'm laid back, I'm chilling, I ain't screaming, I ain't ranting, I'm ranting, but I ain't doing it in the way that I usually do it because I'm dead ass serious. I don't know whether or not Raneka and this dude know each other and they decided that they would go on a show together to boost her career, because this is what I'm thinking. Because there's no way in hell that I'm buying this story. I already had my suspicions about this from the beginning, but when I looked at that luggage, bitch, I was clear. I said, this is for the show. If she's doing this to bring popularity and sell CDs or whatever, good on her. But we're not buying this. We don't have this to do over here. I can't invest in either in any of these stories because they fake as fuck. At least in previous years, right? We believe some of what was going on. Excuse me. I believe that Asonta has a criminal record, but I believe that there's a relationship that's not a romantic relationship. When she got to Atlanta and she met up with her girlfriend, why all of a sudden is this the first time that Raneka was on Instagram and saw the phone number? Because the girlfriend saw her when Raneka went on Instagram to talk about my wigs. She know how to push the live button and some more. Matter of fact, not only does she know how to push the live button, but she know how to bring people up on that mother. She know how to accept and bring people up. And you mean to tell me that this is the first time that you've gone on his Instagram and some girl goes on Instagram and puts her phone number out there and y'all want us to believe this story? Make this more believable. You got to bring these people to the game, to the party with a believable ass story. It's not enough to write scripts because the writers are on strike, bitch. So you know that Raneka ain't never done television before, neither have LaTisha. Teach them. We do not like when they coming out first, fresh out the gate, talking about editing. Talking about editing. This some bullshit. It should have got an F. Get your storyline, stick with that, and then don't be giving us spoilers. And the damn y'all ain't even hooked up yet. He ain't even came home. Just say I took my daughters with me on a trip to Atlanta, bitch, to make some money to get my career out there. Don't come out to us and be saying, you know what, this ain't true. Y'all stupid. Fuck what people say, but I'm going to clear it up. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, but I want to clear this up. Which one is it? Do you not give a fuck about what we say? You get your feelings hurt about this stuff because we review and we recap. No, I ain't going to say we, bitch, I recap these shows. I've been doing it from the beginning. We recap what we see. We tell what Starcasm said. Because at the end of the day, Starcasm, whether you like it or not, they do their researches on y'all asses. And they bring that information out to the forefront and we talk about this shit. It is what it is. It's going to be the same thing when you go away. But these storylines is some bullshit. 5 girls, and then you approach him while he's in jail and say, "Who is this girl?" With her phone number out there. Why don't you know? You know how to use Instagram to do everything else. It's just the storyline is not believable. But don't get pissed off and mad with us about this petty ass. It's petty. The worst cast ever. I never thought a cast could be as bad as this. None of this stuff makes sense. None of it makes sense. We're going to keep on recapping the bullshit, but it doesn't make sense. That's why I didn't rush out here Saturday. I ain't rush out here Sunday. I was like, fuck them. And then your hair is looking like that. And I looked at the daughters and I was like, what is up with the swizzle? Y'all, is that the style? And I'm just behind it? Is that the style that you got to have a swizzle on both sides of your head? Like, what's up with this, though? No. We just going to talk about this. What's up with, wait a minute, hold on. What's up with this swizzle? Why do we have, is this the, hold on, bitch. Is this a growing thing now? That you got to have a swizzle right here, and then you got to have a swizzle right here? Because God did not make African American women hair with swizzles on this. He did not make if he wanted us to have swizzles, all of us would have swizzles. Why are we making this not even baby hair, bitch? This is senior citizens. This is your grandmama or your grandmama's grandmother, bitch, wigged and tilted to the side, and the stocking cap is showing, and they cut it to make it acceptable that you know what the is this swizzle? What is this swizzle? I got to make a swizzle. I have to make a swizzle. What's this? Y'all tell me, what is this? Is this the we need to be wearing? I don't understand what this swizzle is. Why do we find this attractive, bitch? Like, what is this? Like, is this automatic built-in headphones, bitch? Is music supposed to be coming up out of this? I've been looking at it. I'm like, what is this? And then you got one here, then you got one on this side. But then Raneka got it going all the way down. And I'm saying, what is their purposes? Are you supposed to be hanging something off of that? Like, what is that swizzle on the side? Like, what is the swizzle? Because I don't know nothing about it. And I looked and I was like, everybody got them swizzles. What is that? Y'all tell me downtown in the comment section. Because if I'm supposed to have a swizzle and I didn't stand in line when God made me to make sure I got a swizzle, I need to go back and get my swizzle. Because I got robbed and cheated out of a swizzle on the side of my head. Like, what is that? Like I said, Raneka got them going all the way down. And I'm saying, what? I got robbed out of my swizzles. I don't know if y'all got robbed out of y'all swizzles, but I don't have the swizzles. Nobody ever told me that I was supposed to take my edges and have a swizzle on the side of it. That's the only thing that I could call it. And I'm just like, okay, maybe it's something you're supposed to connect to the swizzle. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. But when I looked at this episode, I'd say I ain't got it to do. And I'm telling you, my plan was not to come out here and talk about it, but I'm just keeping it a buck 100. Like, for real, stay with the storyline. If this is storyline you giving us, don't be mad when we talk about the storyline. Like, for real, dead ass, don't do it. Because if it's a lie, you told that. Yeah, you said you in Texas. I got Texas. I got family in Texas. Look like my Wi-Fi acting up. They don't have swizzles. But I thought that Raneka was from Kentucky. Bitch, I don't know. Then, when she was talking about, who was at the jail and all of that kind of stuff, I was like, who brags about who your husband is in jail? This was LaTisha. LaTisha was bragging about who was in jail with her husband. And I just was like, that's fucked up when that's what you got to brag about. Neither one of these girls is dumb. I am absolutely convinced that they're not. But stick with the storyline. If this is the story you gave, you got to live with that just like everybody else. And I know you think it's cute and it's hot and all of that kind of stuff. And then when you get out there and you get the public backlash because you don't have a PR team, you automatically get mad. Stop it with that. Stop. We ain't got it to do. Stop. If anybody need to be mad about at it, it needs to be Andy. Because Andy got his ass on there with his kids. And his kids bust him out. They basically said he is a dad. I know that hurt his feelings. I know that hurt his ego. Andy said that he don't know why his children feel like that. Specifically one child, he said that he don't know why she feel like that. He feel like he was a great dad, but that's not her experience of you, Andy. She doesn't experience you as a great dad. And he said, we have some work to do. You absolutely have some work to do. And it's going to be worth it to you if you do the work. But as long as you running behind Brittney, how can you do the work with your daughters? Like, we're just going to keep it funky out here. He's saying that he don't know why the daughters would say that. They said you was an absent father. He said he feels like if he was such a bad dad, how did they turn out good? Look at all of these athletes who come from poverty, crack mothers and fathers, and they turn out good because God got a greater plan for their life beyond and past and in spite of what they may have experienced as children. You can't all the time take credit for what your children accomplish in life, especially when there's a greater power at work. We can influence our children, we can talk to them, but good, bad, or indifferent, I'm telling you right now, you ain't got nothing to do with the final answer, the final decision. Do you think that parents raise children to be drug addicts, addicted to drugs? Do you think that parents raise children to be criminals? No, they don't. If your child does that, is that a direct result of what you've done in your life or did not do? Things happen in children's lives. You can't take credit if you wasn't there. And according to your daughters, their experience with you, motherfucker, you wasn't there. And so what you do is you take it in and you say, you know what? Let me examine myself. Instead of being an arrogant motherfucker and sit out here on television and tell us that I was a good dad. No, bitch, you thought you was a good dad. Your daughter told you. Now, Brittney got the audacity to try to challenge you, but then she finds out that She told you not to come to the jail, and then she finds out that y'all on the list together. So if you don't come, her daughter don't come. But this bitch is sitting in jail, and she's got the nerve to call him on the phone and say, I need you to come. And he understands and knows that the only reason why she is backpedaled off of this is because she needs him. I would have told her, hell no, I ain't coming. But he says, I'm going to do it for her. But because I care about her. But at the same token, still trying to talk her down off of what she believes. He knows that she's a pot calling the kettle black. He knows that she's a complete and total hypocrite. But if this, he feels like in any small way that this is going to benefit him, he's going to do it. She told him, don't bring that same down here to my daughter. She said the same you went through with your daughters, don't bring that down here to mine. Bitch, are you kidding me? You got a whole drug problem. Your daughter shouldn't even be experiencing you behind bars. Let's just go ahead on and keep it funky, Brittney. You don't have room. Andy is a piece of now. We're going to go ahead on and say he a piece of but so are you. And you don't have room to be calling anybody Brady Bunch. See, you thought that you were getting something that you're not getting, and you're disappointed by that because you know what you need? You need a ready-made stand-up dad. And guess what? Andy ain't it. You can look at Andy's gut, that big stomach that he got in the front, and you know that he's doing a bare minimum in his life. Let's just go ahead and keep it a buck out this bitch. He don't care what his shirt look like. He look like he's sweaty and stinky all the time. He look like he is constantly up underneath the bottom of a vehicle doing oil changes, bitch, with his teeth. You know that this is what Andy look like. And you chose him because you thought this was going to benefit you. And now you said if she take your name off the list, you know, then if we take your name off the list, her name got to. Why would you set it up for this man? See, that's what I'm saying. I changed my rating. This got an F. This whole episode they could throw in the trash. Y'all, I am not. This was some BS of an episode. I can't even fake like I can pull something up out of my ass to make this any interesting. This was disgusting. The holes in it was like Swiss cheese. We can act better than this. Even down to Savannah with this marriage stuff. These people, what Savannah has a dream to be an actress. Why wouldn't she hook up with somebody and come on this show? These people are aspiring actors and actresses. It's half and half of this mother. Jessica, is that the name? Jade is an influencer on TikTok. These, in my opinion, are opportunists. And they're using this show and they're boring the hell out of us. They're boring us. But then they want to get out on social media and complain. If you're going to act, Bring us the drama. Bring us the life. Bring us everything. Go out there in the middle of the street. Fight, bitch, fight. But bring us better content than this. Some of these other stories, they had little fragments of phoniness. When we looked at Monique and Derek, I hate to use them, they really had discord with the family. Them bitches was out there fighting. Deontay really got his heart broke by Lindsay and Nicole. Harry really cheated on Indy. And the list goes on and fucking on and fucking on. Bring us better content. Chris calling 50 million times a day? Impossible. We ain't got it to do. Like, I was looking at this show like, bitch, are you serious? I could have went live with the members. Yo, this is the end of my rant about this old show. I'm hoping that they give us something tangible, something we can feel. I'm hoping that this goes out with a bang. Maybe the next, maybe life after Lockup will be better. But they ain't giving us nothing. And please, please, let me know down in the comment section what is up with the swizzle. Should I have a swizzle? Did I get robbed out of a swizzle? Should I have had those magnetic things on the top of my head? Should I pull out a couple of braids, take some gel, some black gel or something, bitch, and put a swizzle there? Should I go to the beauty supply store and buy something to put pin curls on my forehead, bitch? Like, y'all tell me what I need to do, because I feel like I have been robbed of the swizzle. And if I'm supposed to have one, bitch, I'm going to get one. So if next week when I come on and I got swizzles sitting on the side of my head, I want to be able to feel better about myself, that I have these swizzles on the front of my head. I have some hair that's already in there, and then maybe I'll go and get that black glue and put the on there next week. But so maybe next week I'll come with the swizzle that I was supposed to have, so I can come on here and I can do it. And y'all will see my swizzles like this, because these swizzles, so if next week I have a swizzle on, y'all know what the fuck happened. I felt like I had got robbed and cheated out of it, and bitch, I'm gonna make one. To the cast of Love After Lockup, let the season play out. Stop giving spoilers. We don't need explanations or anything else. Let this play out. Please and motherfucking thank you. Please and thank you. I love y'all to life. Y'all, please comment, like, share. You could dislike this month, okay? Hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free, 99 over here. We tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We keeps it a buck, 100. It ain't malicious. We just out here doing what we do. And I love y'all for it. Thank you so much for sharing this video on all of your social media platforms, y'all. And until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. And be safe with them swizzles.